The Wall of Quiet. The quiet in the house wasn't peaceful. It was a vast, empty space that swallowed all sound. It had a name: Chloe. She was 18 now, a ghost moving through the home she'd grown up in. Her parents, David and Marie, saw her, but they didn't really see her. They saw the straight-A student, the girl who got into a good college, the daughter they could be proud of. They didn't see the heavy headphones that were a constant barrier, the quick, mumbled answers, or the way she flinched when her father tried to put a hand on her shoulder. The distance had started subtly. A closed bedroom door here, a preference to eat alone there. At first, David and Marie believed it was just teen stuff. A phase. She just needs her space, Marie would say to David, and he'd nod, a knot of worry tightening in his stomach. But the phase never ended. The distance became a canyon. Conversations were no longer two-way streets. They were checkpoints. How was school? Fine. Did you eat? Yeah. What are you listening to? Music. They tried everything. Marie would bake Chloe's favorite cookies, leaving them on a plate in her room, a silent, hopeful offering. David would try to share stories from his workday, hoping to spark a laugh or a question. But the cookies would grow stale, and his stories would hang in the air, unanswered. The silence was a louder answer than any words. They were doing everything right on paper. They provided a safe home, food, and every opportunity. But somewhere along the way, they had stopped providing a connection. They had been so focused on giving her a good life that they had forgotten to give her their hearts. They had praised her achievements, but they had never asked about her fears. They had celebrated her good grades, but they had never really known her favorite color, or her dreams, or the boy she had a crush on. They had loved the idea of their daughter, more than the messy reality of her. One evening, Marie found an old photo album. She sat on the couch, flipping through the pages. There was Chloe at 5, her face smeared with ice cream, her eyes wide with joy. There she was at 10, showing a drawing of a lopsided cat, her smile missing a front tooth. Marie felt a hot tear roll down her cheek. She didn't miss the little girl. She missed the feeling of knowing her, the feeling of being needed. She showed the album to David. He looked at the pictures, and his own eyes welled up. "What did we do wrong?" he whispered. Marie closed the album. "Maybe we stopped asking," she said. "We saw what we wanted to see, and we forgot to look closer." That night, they didn't send a text or leave a plate of cookies. David knocked on Chloe's door. When she opened it, ready with her usual apathetic glare, he didn't ask her about school or dinner. He just said, "Can we talk? Not as your parents, but just as David and Marie." He wasn't asking for a conversation. He was asking for a bridge. And for the first time in a very long time, Chloe didn't close the door. She hesitated for a moment, then opened it a little wider. It was a start, a small, fragile step toward closing the distance between them.